What's up, guys? Trail here, better known as Budget Bill, and this is your third stimulus check update and stimulus package update for Monday, February the 1st. Good morning, everyone, and it's another week in a new month. Can't believe it's already February, guys. Could we be on the verge of having our stimulus checks shrunken? GOP leaders are planning to introduce a counter-stimulus package that would create smaller stimulus checks. President Biden is scheduled to meet with Republicans sometime today to discuss the counter-proposal. And because of that, Bernie Sanders is screaming out of his lungs that the Democrats better not break their promise to the American people. Also, we have some good news in regards to rental assistance in one of the biggest states that was hit by the pandemic. Let's go ahead and talk about it today. But first, if this is your first time to the channel, hey, welcome and glad to have you. On this channel, we talk about finance, real estate, credit cards, and stimulus update news. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to hit the like button for me if you enjoy this type of content. It doesn't cost you a single dime for me to bring this information to you, and all I ask is for a simple press of the like button, as it really helps out the channel. Now, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. What's up, everyone, and I'm glad that you guys decided to stick around. It's starting again to happen, guys. We could see those $1,400 stimulus checks get shrunken to smaller checks. Yes, it's true. As the House prepares to move forward with passing the stimulus package this week, GOP lawmakers have introduced a smaller stimulus proposal to President Biden that reduces the amount of the $1,400 stimulus checks. I told you guys, these GOP leaders just don't want to offer any money for the American people who are suffering right now. But who are they willing to fight for? Themselves? It sure isn't the people that are in need right now. Well, we know that Republicans were not okay with the $1.9 trillion price tag, so there was going to be some negotiations that were going to happen. But I never thought that they would be going after a reduction of the third stimulus check. I actually thought that we were going to have an attempt to increase the stimulus checks from $1,400 to at least $2,000. The Republicans believe that Biden's stimulus package includes things that are non-related to the pandemic. As President Biden continues to try to have a bipartisan bill, he is definitely open to ideas from the other side. And now the Republican senators have introduced this counteroffer proposal instead. Now, this counteroffer only includes an extension of the unemployment benefits. They want to fund nutrition assistance programs to help families with food insecurities. They want to provide resources to help small businesses through the PPP or the Paycheck Protection Program, and with the EIDL or the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program. Also, they want to provide resources for opening up schools safely and for child care, and to provide about $4 billion to help with behavioral health and substance abuse services. And that's all their bill includes. And then regarding the stimulus checks, they said that they should be more targeted, which we have already agreed to that. That's perfectly fine. Let's lower the income earnings limit from $75,000 for individuals and $150,000 for couples, which Biden already said that he could agree to. But reducing the amount of the actual stimulus payments should be off the table. They should be increasing the stimulus payments to $2,000 or even monthly recurring payments. President Biden has been clear that he is open to negotiate, but the time is now to act, and we can't wait longer to pass more relief aid. Our economy is depending on us to do the right thing. The incoming Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, said in a meeting on Sunday that the price tag of doing nothing when it comes to economic relief is too high. Congress must act quickly and pass the American Rescue Plan to deliver relief and to help dig us out of this crisis. And Bernie Sanders is not happy at all about the counteroffer from the GOP. Bernie reiterated on Sunday that the Democratic Party must be aggressive and needs to act now to pass legislation and to keep its promises to the American people, even if it means to move forward without the Republican support that Biden is actually asking for. Sanders said that the issue is not bipartisanship. The issue is, are we going to address the incredible set of crises and the pain and the anxiety in this country. He went on to say that he is absolutely confident that the Democrats will be able to pass their stimulus agenda via reconciliation, and they are just waiting for President Biden to give the word. Bernie Sanders is so ready to use the reconciliation process to push this bill through without waiting on Republicans to decide which side they are on. But there is a way of doing things, and Biden is taking that approach. He is trying to give them a chance, Bernie. Come on, Bernie, calm down a little bit. We know what you want. But President Biden is planning to meet with GOP senators sometime today to discuss their counteroffer proposal to the stimulus bill. I sure hope Biden has a backbone when he meets with them and not willing to give up on the amount of stimulus relief aid for the citizens struggling right now. I wish that he would actually take Bernie Sanders with him to that meeting, but maybe not. Maybe that will lead to another warfare on Capitol Hill, or maybe not. But we will see how this all turns out later on today. I'll keep you guys posted on any updates that we receive. In other news, we have a few states increasing their mortgage and rental assistance programs in their states. Today we have Killeen, Texas, offering city residents the option to apply for rental and mortgage assistance due to the pandemic. Qualifying applicants may receive up to 6 months or $4,000 of assistance. This is some leftover funding from the CARES Act that was signed last year. So if you live in Killeen, you will have to meet within the maximum income levels based on household size. Funding is limited and will be granted on a first-come, first-served basis. So far, less than 700 people have applied for these benefits in Killeen. And then we have the state of California has extended the eviction moratorium through June 30th. It was originally set to expire at the end of March. Now this is a little bit tricky as law states that residents must pay at least 25% of the total money back on rent owed between September 2020 and June 2021. That must be paid by June 30th. And then tenants cannot be evicted for failing to repay the remaining 75%. However, landlords can pursue payment through small claims court. If you are unable to meet these requirements, the landlord must wait until August the 1st to take you to claims court. The bill also prevents landlords from charging late fees for rent owed between September and June 30th during the moratorium. This idea of this new bill is going to get people to start paying back the rent that's owed. The goal is to get about 80% of the money paid back and hopefully to have about 20% of the rent forgiven. This definitely sounds like a fair piece of legislation. No one should expect not to ever pay back the rent that is owed. However, it is understood that it's hard for some people to pay the rent back right now when they have no income or unable to find work in the state of California. So it's a little bit tricky situation that we are dealing with in California. With the average rent in this country being around $782 per month, some individuals could owe as much as $10,000 in back rent, which could make it difficult for some people to pay 80% of that money back with no steady income. But if you live in California, let me know what you think about this new extension and the idea of paying back about 80% of the rent that's due. Do you think that this is actually fair? And with that being said, this has been your third stimulus check update news for today. If you enjoyed any of this information or found it to be useful, be sure to hit the like button for me. It definitely helps out a lot and it tells YouTube to share this video with others. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so that you can be a part of this community. And hit the notification bell to be notified of each new video. Again, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.